Today, we're going to talk about Joe Biden and how we got into this inflationary crisis. I read an article today about whether or not the Biden administration's mistakes are what led to the inflation problems that we're seeing right now. So get comfortable, buckle up your seatbelt. We're going to get started on the Black Financial Channel right now. Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome to the Black Financial Channel. That's theblackfinancialchannel.com. My name is Dr. Boyce Watkins. I'm your friendly neighborhood finance professor. On the Black Financial Channel, we talk about Black wealth and Black economics every day, sometimes as much as 10 times a day under one condition. The condition is that we are Black first. Black first means we put our community at the top of our priority list. Black first means that we take care of ourselves before we go taking care of everybody else. Black first also means that we are dedicated and committed to educating our children, our B1 children, at the highest levels so that they can dominate, they can win all throughout the world. So if you agree with this philosophy, if you're okay with little Black excellence being in the building, if I ain't got to dance or twerk to get your attention, then put a hashtag B1 in the chat, because y'all don't want to see me twerking. It would not look good. Black brothers out there twerking, stop that twerking. Stop it. Just stop it. Anyway, let me get started here. Hey, Moonrise. Hey, James. Hey, Ricardo. Hey, Larry Vaughn. Swag fan, Big Easy, 1980, Nathaniel Lockridge. I see you. I see Nathaniel in here all the time. It looks like you came in here early, brother. God bless you. Much respect. All right, so let's get it cracking. Let's get it started. My wife's on the way upstairs, so I want to get this done. So get our conversation done so that I can go and spend time with that lovely Black woman who's sharing her life with me. So here's what I was reading. I was reading a couple things today that got me thinking. I wanted to share some of this with you. The first thing was, and I put this on my Instagram. My Instagram is the Real Boyce Watkins. If you want to follow, I put something up about China, and basically this almost a conspiracy theory to say that TikTok, which is owned by the Chinese, was designed to kind of dumb down American kids. You can go check it out on my Instagram, which is the Real Boyce Watkins. And one of the arguments that was made, I don't know, maybe it's just a harebrained conspiracy theory, but even if it's harebrained, it's working. It's coincidental. And one of the things that they said was, they said in China, the TikTok algorithm is different from what it is in the United States. That basically they reward, the algorithms reward things they want their youth to be doing, like engineering and being smart and showing how intelligent they are. Whereas in the US, the algorithms reward things like stupid little dances and playing with your dog and stuff like that. Now, is this true or not true? I can't confirm this, but one of the things I can tell you is this. Here's what I can tell you about the difference between American kids and kids from other countries. I taught in China. I don't know if you guys know this, but when I was on the faculty at Syracuse University in 2006, I was a visiting scholar in China. I also did a visit in Europe. And what I can tell you is that there is a distinct difference between college students in China and college students in the United States. The students in China were very disciplined. The students in China were very family oriented. The students in China understand powernomics. The students in China understand group based economics, group based activity. The culture there was very much sort of like, okay, the community matters more than me. That was one of the things I noticed in China that was really fascinating to observe. Whereas in the United States, we tend to promote idiots. We tend to sort of look up to the dumbest people in the room. You know, you got rappers out here that people look at as influencers who can't even spell their own mama's name. Whereas in China, they actually said that they do not want men on TV who are behaving in a feminine way. They want masculine men. They also do not want celebrities flaunting their wealth on social media. Give me a yes in the chat if you heard about that. That the Chinese literally banned. They told celebrities, stop showing off your wealth. Stop showing off shallow materialism. Stop, going out here acting like sissies. If you're a man, don't mean that you can't be gay or whatever it is you are, but we're not going to promote feminine men. We need masculine men, because masculine men are the ones who protect families. Masculine men protect the community. Now, this may sound old fashioned for me to say it this way, maybe because of what you've seen in American media. You think that I'm crazy talking out the side of my neck, but I actually think you need to sort of look around at your community. And I want you to ask yourself, is the Black community winning, or are we kind of getting our butts kicked a little bit? When you to look at things that are being promoted, images of Black women, Lizzo promoting obesity, which has killed millions of Black people. You got artists out there that are promoting obesity, that are promoting promiscuity. You had Lil Nas X, who did a video where he was twerking in prison, and he becomes an American hero. Do you think it's a coincidence that these are being promoted as your leaders? Do you think that there's any success that comes out of emulating the behavior of these people? Now you might get mad at me for saying it, but somebody got to say it. Somebody has to say it. Somebody has to acknowledge this. So I just want to throw this out there, because you guys know I'm not just a finance professor who happens to be black. I'm a black man who happens to be a finance professor. And as we talk about wealth, we talk about economics, and we talk about all the things that are happening in the world, we must start the conversation by talking about what it means to be black and what it means to be successful. I want you to be successful. I want you to be happy. I want you to win. And what's going on, what you're seeing in media is not the formula for winning. That's just my 2 cents. So anyway, let me get back to it. All right. So hit the thumbs up button. Thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up if you haven't done it. Akiva says, I got to go. She said, I always love you. Got to go cater soul food now. Keep up the great work. Well, you go cater your soul food, girl. And God bless you. I hope you make $1 trillion. All right. So here's what I was reading also. There was an article in CNBC about give me a yes in the chat if you can still hear me. Let me know if you can still hear me. Inflation crisis that we're in right now, the CPI data is about to come out again. It's expected to be bad. Let me just say this week, if you are a stock market investor and you're wondering what's going to move the market this week, the inflation data is probably the most important variable that's happening right now. If those numbers come out bad, then those tech stocks you have, those small companies that aren't making money yet, those little assets you have in your portfolio, some of them might get crushed. Some of them might really get their butts kicked because the inflation has become the cat that's run out the front door. When the cat runs out the front door, it's very difficult to catch the cat. Or it's like chasing a greased pig. So inflation is the greased pig of the economy, where literally you're at a point where not only is your inflation out of control, but you have a risk of stagnating economic growth because this inflation is also affecting or infecting corporate lines. Corporations can't hire workers for the price that they used to be able to hire them because workers are now more expensive. The supply chain has tremendous bottlenecks, which is increasing the prices of every single commodity known to man, especially stuff that has to be shipped across the sea. And so ultimately, these inflationary problems are eventually going to catch up with the economy. And not only are talking about higher price points, but you're also talking about a greater difficulty corporations will have in terms of making money. It's harder to make money when the cost of doing business has gone up. Give me a yes in the chat if you're following what I'm saying. If you can hear me, let me know if you can hear me because I'm looking at my screen. I want to make hear me as I'm talking so I'm not talking to myself. So if you want to look at some of the things you have to sort of pay attention to this week coming up in the stock market, the inflation what the Fed is going to do next. So the Fed has two mandates. The Fed has two jobs. Their job is to one, create full employment in the economy, and two, to control jobs report with the possibility of high inflation numbers coming out. What people are afraid of is that this is going to cause the Fed to become more aggressive in increasing interest rates in order to deal with the inflationary threat. So if this does occur, don't be surprised if your stocks take a hit this week, because a more aggressive Fed leads to a deeper decline in stock prices. So it might mean that when you're talking about companies like Facebook or tech companies that you love, this may not be the right time to buy. Okay. So ultimately, what I'm seeing with the data and with these numbers is that the Biden administration, I think, could have done more to slow down inflation. I think the Fed could have done more. Now it's going to be a problem. Now, this is the number one factor to pay attention to, because the economy is humming along in terms of jobs. But corporate earnings will probably drop, and also inflation is expected to continue to rise. Both of those factors are expected to have a dampening effect on your stock prices going into 2022. Okay, guys. So anyway, that's pretty much it. That's all I wanted to share with you. I'm going to head on now. I'm going to spend some time with my wife. And also, by the way, in case you didn't know, today is the last day to get 48% off my stock market investing class. If you are interested in joining us, we meet for class every Tuesday at 11 a.m. Eastern. But you can also watch the recordings in case you can't make it. You can visit boycewatkins.com and sign up. The link is right there at the top. So anyway, guys, I'm out of here. I hope you have a great day. Thank you for listening. God bless you. And I hope you make $1 trillion this week. And I'll check back in with you tomorrow. Talk to you soon. Love you. Peace.